Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mr. Mo Dynasty. It's episode 25, and we are going to show the GM today that we are worth spending money for. This team needs to increase the budget because we are playing hard on the field, so let's play hard off the field too.
So we approach May 20th at 24-24. Could we get above 500? Wouldn't that be something? May 20th is a manager event, as I rolled. And manager event says, manager, old school versus new school. Select a random player, position player, then use the chart to see how they edit their stats based on your coaching philosophy. This is about old school versus new school. I am an old school manager with a 3 rating on that. And so what that means is I have to basically, I'm going to be improving my contact against lefties and righties with one player, and I'm lowering their power. So basically we are old school, put the ball in the bat instead of like swinging for the fences. And so that's why I'm going to gain a D6 in contact versus lefties and righties, but lose a D6 power against lefties and righties. That's why old school versus new school matters as a manager. I rolled to see who I got, and I got the left fielder. So let's go to our team and see who is our current left fielder. That is Jason Dominguez. So he's going to be getting, so Coach Mo went to him and said, hey, this 186 average isn't cutting it, so you're going to try to hit the ball more and strike out less. And so I rolled the D6 and got a 5. So we are going to be, it'll be interesting to see how this affects his numbers. He's a 75B, so let's see how this impacts his number. Jason Dominguez. This is going to be a huge edit for him. So for contact against righties, he's going to go up 5 to 61. Contact against lefties, he's going to go 5 to 48. Power against righties, he's going to drop to 71. Power against lefties, drop to 42. Be interesting to see how that impacts his number. And now he is at a 74. Okay. So, Jason Dominguez. Looks like that's dropping just a bit. So we'll see if that advice from Coach Mo, that old school advice, makes a difference. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the game. Can we sweep the Royals? We do! We beat the Royals by 1 run in each of our games, and we've had that a lot this year. Let's look at the box score. Did it make a difference? Well, it looks like he sat out. And Corey Joltz went 0 for 5. Fletcher, 2 for 4. 2 RBIs for Bolson Montgomery, who's raised his average to 225. He had a home run. So it looks like that was a 2-run homer. Chaparro went 1 for 4. Von Brown, 0 for 4, dropped to 145. And Grant Taylor picks up his second win of the year as his ERA continues to be amazing, 1.42. Ray Mata gets his 11th hold. He's dropped his ERA to 2.82. Radis gets a hold, although he does give up the 2 runs. Wantz gets a hold. And Victor Gonzalez gets his first save of the year. And we are 25-24. We are tied for 3rd place. We're going to go ahead and save that now. Like here, we've won 4 in a row, 5 of our last 6, 6 of our last 7. This is a winning month of baseball for the White Sox. Our first winning month of baseball ever in the series. Let's go to May 21st and see if we can continue this. It was a roll D60, but I did actually get a 12, which is a bench coach event. And it says, throw errors, infield change. Check the league statistics for errors, fielding statistics, percentage, and see where your team is ranked. Then go to sliders, and in sliders, change throw errors, infield. Basically, if we're in the top 10, we're going to commit fewer errors. If we are in the bottom 10, we're going to commit more errors. And if we're in the middle 10, it's going to be a dice roll to see where the slider goes. Go ahead and go to statistics. Let's see where our team ranks in. We need fielding percentage. Fielding percentage, there it is. Okay, are we in the top 10? We are not in the top 10. Are we in the middle 10? We are not. So we're in the bottom 10 in errors. Oh, okay, fielding percentage. So that means we have to move the slider to more likely to have throwing errors infield. Okay, so we're going to go to sliders, and we're going to go to throwing errors infield. That's going to increase the number of throwing errors in the infield. We're going to save those settings. And there you have it. And then we are going to simulate that game. We are now traveling to Cleveland, who are doing really well. They're 31-19, so not expecting a lot here, especially with Jake Eater pitching. Can he rebound? He does. We win the game 8-7, another one-run game. How do we score so many runs? Yoel Pozo, 4 for 5, 3 RBIs. He's up to 268. Burleson struggles 0 for 5. Jason Dominguez, 2 for 5. He had 2 home runs, 2 solo shots for Jason Dominguez. He's up now to 193. Melendez goes 3 for 4. Chaparro goes 2 for 4. Von Brown continues to struggle. Pozo and Ward also had home runs. Eater goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs. Curtis gets a hold. Mata gets a hold. Watts gets a hold. Victor Gonzalez with a blown save. Baroa gets the win. And Karinchak gets his 19th save of the season. We have now won 5 in a row. Look at this team go. And next up, we have the Guardians. May 22nd, it's a roll D10, and I rolled it. It's a play full game, and this will impact our GM approval rating by a plus or minus D10. So once again, we're playing for the approval of the GM. We've moved it up to 16 based on our last game. We had it at 10 and jumped up 6 before we got to affect this. And we're going again at the GM, trying to convince him that this is a team to believe in. So here we go. May 22nd at Cleveland. We've already won the first game in the series. It's a 4-game set. We've got a 5-game winning streak on the line. And we are 2 games over 500. And we're going with our quote ace, Jonathan Cannon. And they'll be pitching against us with Shane Bieber. And we are going to go with... What are we going to go with? Let's go with Road 1967s against the Cleveland Guardians, who have a very good ERA. And we're going to give them Jonathan, who is in a hot streak right now. He's up to 4 record with a 3.13 ERA. They're going to pitch, as I said, Shane Bieber. And they've got a lot of switch hitters in their lineup. Josh Bell, Jose Ramirez, Willie Castro. And let's see. Do we have anybody? Oh, Burleson's on fire. That's good to see. Teal down to 235. Pozo is actually hitting pretty well right now. I don't want to bat Pozo. And I'm going to. Bat Pozo. Let him have a start. Let Kyle Teal have a day off. And anybody else want to get on the Brooke Baldwin's cool. Ryan Ward's also cool. Let's move Burleson to the 4 spot. Yeah. So Burleson bat 3rd. He's hot right now. And yeah, let's give him this. And they're sending Stephen Kwan is hot with 311 average. Jose Ramirez hit 321. John Kenzie Noel is hot with a 215 average. Chicago, one of the hotter teams in baseball right now. Look at all these storylines. Cannon dominant of late. Pulse Montgomery hitting 385 over the last 8 games. Burleson hitting 458 over the last 6 games. Bieber's dominant. Bell's dominant. Iglesias is not. Dominguez shines. Fry shines in loss. Guardians bullpen. White Sox looking to extend. Let's do that. Chicago with a 5-game winning streak as Coach Mo looks to keep this team going. And look at this in the standings. We are tied with Detroit for third place. Cleveland leads in the division, but if we could win this game, we would cut that lead to just 3.5 games. Chicago, Cleveland, in a battle who would have thought would actually have some playoff implications. And Cleveland coming out with that has to be City Connect. I have not seen these uniforms before. That is a very big CLE in the middle of that uniform. Here we come with our retro uniforms. Fletcher hitting .261. Bieber, of course, features 5 pitches, 4-seam, slider, circle, knuckle curve, and cutter. A very good pitcher. And he's the kind of pitcher that's going to get that call. Catches the black. Our goal is to work the pitch count. Taking that slider. I was circle swinging that time. I think I'm going to go back to normal swing, but try to work that count. That ball is ripped up the middle. Fortunately, second baseman's there to take it. Look at that. Karinchak leads the NL with 19 saves. As they show the White Sox, we're dead last in runs scored, and yet we have a winning record because of our pitching staff. Yoel Pozo actually leading us in average with this starting group. And Andres Chaparro batting .247. Rule 5 pickup. Fouls off the 4-seamer. Yeah, Shane Bieber's not going to blow it by you with his fastball anymore. He can get up to 95 when he wants to, but he's definitely more of the placement pitcher. As Chaparro fouls that off. Good take there from Chaparro. Hitting .247 on the season. And he's going to fly this out to right field. Fairly deep, but too much air under it. And that brings up Alec Burleson, who, as we saw early before the game, is tearing it up, and that's why he's been moved up to the 3 spot today. He's going to rip this, and their second baseman continues to shine. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Shane Bieber, although we had 2 really good hit balls, but Iglesias was there for both. We go to the bottom of the first. He's actually going to bat second for the Guardians. Here comes Jonathan Cannon, his little hot streak of late. His ERA is at 3.13. Our ace with a 1-2-3 whip. I don't think I've pitched with Cannon since opening day. Stephen Kwan batting .311 on the season. Foul off that sinker. Yeah, Cannon's sinker is his primary pitch. That's how he's going to get you out. Also how he's going to force a lot of double plays, which can help him get out of jams. Kwan goes down on the sinker. Cannon gets his first strikeout of the game. Now he's facing Jose Iglesias, who only is hitting .136. But we saw why he's starting for this team. His glove work out there was impressive in that first inning. Cannon misses on the cutter, and it's 3-1. And you certainly do not want to put free base runner on. There's a get me over sweeper.
Full count.
Full count. And there's a shot into right field. It's going to drop. Jose Iglesias is going to raise that average. He's having a great game already. It's only the first inning. 2 putouts, 1 really fine play, and now a bloop single into right field. That gives Jose Ramirez a chance to do some offensive damage with a 1-2 count. He strikes out on the cutter. Good pitch from Cannon. And now there's 2 outs. Let's watch the replay. Cannon, with that herky-jerky motion, gets his second strikeout of the inning, end of the game. He brings up Kenzie Noel. He's going to, line it. What a bad luck play. A great luck there for the White Sox. As we were covering on the hit and run, that was, I think, a perfect swing. But we catch a break. We go to the top of the second. No score. Ryan Clifford's going to lead it off, batting .265. Whiffs on the circle change there. second on the White Sox in average after Pozo fouls off the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Ooh, he almost got that down the left field line. Yeah, Clifford, what a great call-up. We got him in a trade and started him in the minors. And he hits that ball pretty well. Back at the warning track. Maybe at the very edge of the warning track. One away. But yeah, that's been a great trade for us. And now Jason Dominguez is up with a 3-1 count. And I was guessing high fastball. Going to take the pitch. That's ball 4 for Jason Dominguez, who continues his climb to 200. That brings up Ryan Ward, who's been dropped down to 6 today. His average has cooled over the last couple of weeks. And he's going to ground ball this to third base. 5, 4, 3 on the double play. And Shane Bieber gets the double play to get him out of the inning. I think that's Jose Ramirez down there. Took that chopper. Great turn, by the way, against the grain. We go to the bottom second. No score. David Fry, DH. He's already got 11 home runs for the Guardians. He's going to ground this to Ryan Clifford. 1 hop. Taken. Unassisted 3 on your scorecard. That brings up one of my favorite players, Josh Bell. Gets that off the end of the bat. Just love switch hitting capability, Josh Bell. Oh, and there he goes again. The magic of Josh Bell. Hits a single. He's going to stay put there as Fletcher would have gunned him out. That's what Josh Bell do. He gets on base. And with 1 out, that brings up Bo Naylor. That's going to be a possible double play ball. Clifford. To Montgomery, back to Clifford. And we get the double play. So they got us with a double play with their third baseman making a sharp play. And we get them on a double play with our first baseman turning it. Look at Ryan Clifford. One of the advantages of being left-handed there, he was able to make that play and not have to contort his body. We go to the top of the third, no score. Len Sosa in with a 221 average. Just ho-hum as he strikes out. Yeah, I would love to platoon Sosa against left-handed pitchers. I mean, I would like to keep him on my bench moving forward, but it would be nice to have a better second baseman play for this team. Would love to have him as a bench player, though. They bring in a left-handed pitcher, and you could have him come off the bench. He's got the pop that I would love. And Colson Montgomery draws the walk, but yeah, his, hitting second base isn't a spot you usually get a ton of power or, RBI potential, but still 221. We got to do better. Here is Pozo. Does a good job laying out that pitch as Bieber was trying to reduce the double play. Speed double plays. I think we're going to do hit and run here. Maybe not. Nope. And I'm glad I didn't because Pozo got his knees buckled on that slider. Bieber's second slider of the day, and that brings up Dominic Fletcher now with 2 away. Fletcher misses on the circle change. Runner. We take strike 3. That is a questionable call at best, but when you're Shane Bieber, that's the kind of calls you get. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Wow. I was a big fan of that call. Willie Castro leads off the third here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Switch hitter.
Nope, 1-2. There's
takes ball 2. And he gets called on the strike. At least the umpire's consistent. Castro doesn't like it. Yeah, welcome to the club, pal. 3rd strikeout of the day for Cannon. And now we'll see Lane Thomas. What a great 9th place hitter to have. Lane Thomas. He's going to hit that ball pretty far. Dominguez back to the about 6-7 feet away from the warning track, but that is still an out. Allowed out, but 2 away. Cannon and Bieber so far cruising through this game. And that's going to be looped into left field for a hit. Steven Kwan is on with 2 outs. And this is where we definitely want to get... We do not want Jose Ramirez up. Jose Iglesias needs to be out. We want Ramirez leading off. Oh, no. Another hit dumped into left field. And we're going to get what we didn't want. 2 men on. Jose. Back-to-back Jose's. Jose Ramirez bent. 320. That ball was center cut for Jose Ramirez. We definitely got away with one. He's not going to bite on that. Sort of a change. He ends the count at 2-2. And we threw the cutter inside, and I think we jammed him a bit as Sosa's going to be back. Catch that in shallow right field. Cannon pitches out of the jam. Oh, the Guardians have put on runners. They've got 4 hits sprinkled in there, but no runs, as Cannon's been able to dance out of danger in each of the innings. Top of the 4th. No score.
2-1.
We tried the slider there, but didn't have good command of it.
Ball 3.
Ooh, doesn't get the call there. Wow.
1 strike.
Umpire misses that one. That was clearly a strike. Bieber looks a little upset. We're going to guess high inside fastball, not get it, and take the pitch. That's ball 4. Bieber hits his glove with a little frustration. Shakes his head, says, come on now. But we get a runner on base. And the hot-hitting Alec Burleson comes up, even though he is 0 for 1 on the day. That ball is going to be locked in left field, but that will be an out. Caught out in left field, 1 away. Next up is Ryan Clifford. Can he give us some offense? Hitting .261. And he crushes that ball. Tomahawked in the left field for a single. That was either a curveball or a slider that just hung in the top of the zone. 107. Ryan Clifford. Nice stroke. What was that? Was that a knuckle curve that just hung? Look where that PCI placement is. You know, that's the kind of hit that makes you proud. Jason Dominguez, you now have an opportunity to use your clutch rating. And that's going to be up the middle. Diving stop by the second base shortstop, who gets the force play. So now we have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Are we going to watch the replay? Nope, they're not going to show us the replay. So Ryan Ward, batting 6th now instead of 3rd for this game. Can he get us on the board with 2 outs? Ooh, cutter on top of it and early. Come on, Ryan Ward. He strikes out on the slider. Shane Bieber showing why he is one of the great pitchers of the last 10 years. And he looks excited. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Both teams dance out of danger. Kerstad has a 16-game hitting streak. Impressive. All right, Cannon. You've got 4, 5, and 6. John Kenzie Noel. Crushes that sinker. Thank goodness for that net. Saving those fans from danger. And there's the sweeper. We haven't thrown much today. John Kenzie goes down, and that is the 4th strikeout for Jonathan Cannon. Next up is David Fry, the DH. And he also gets a sweeper. He misses that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And we're going to go to it again. There's that sweeper to Chaparro. Ground ball.
He's out.
Out. 2 away. And Josh Bell is up. And is he looking at the sweeper? I hope so, because we're going with the sinker. And he swings early on the sinker.
2 strikes.
1-2 count. Josh Bell with that beautiful looking stance. Not a beautiful looking swing though, as he's going to pop this up to Chaparro. We've played 4. No score. Well, pitchers have gotten 4 strikeouts. Bieber has danced around 3 walks, although we've danced around 4 hits. Either way, it's zeros on the board. Sosa will start the 5th.
Outside, that's a ball.
Venezuelan Lennon Sosa has a hitter's count. He doesn't take advantage as he fouls off the circle change. Looking for the slider here. And there it was. All right, we're in your head, Shane Bieber. We know what you're thinking before you think it. You're going fastball upstairs. And there is an out. And we have up Colson Montgomery with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Bieber already at 75 pitches. Might be able to go another inning.
Yeah. 1 ball.
Montgomery does have 2 home runs in his last 4 games, 4 RBIs. And he strikes out looking on the fastball. Bieber reports his 5th strikeout, and that means there's 2 outs, and that brings up Yoel Pozo. Got the start today. Just felt I wanted to start him.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kyle Teal the day off. Pozo is one of our best hitters, average-wise.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And we're going to take this pitch since we guessed high fastball.
Ball 4.
And it's ball 4. That runs the pitch count up for Shane Bieber. His 4th walk. Uncharacteristic. And Dominic Fletcher now leads off. Top of the lineup with 2 outs. And on first.
Ball.
Good take. As Bieber starting to run out of energy. 85 pitches. Ooh. We went for ambush hitting there, and good timing, just a little bit up in the zone, 2-2 count. That's going to drop. And it's going to be first and second now. Hit for Dominic Fletcher. And we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Good hit, Dominic Fletcher. Andres Chaparro. He come through for us.
Ball.
2-1 count. A lot of pitches for Bieber this inning. Up to 90 pitches. And that ball's going to be hit on the top of it. Throw it first. Bieber pitches out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. Cannon in a much better spot pitch-wise. Only at 62 so far. He'll be facing 7, 8, and 9 this inning. Open stance at Bo Naylor.
Ball.
And did he go around? No. Not even going to check. How about that time? Yeah, get him out of there. One away. 5th strikeout for Jonathan Camp. Willie Castro up 0 for 1 on the day.
Hey.
Misses on the sweeper.
1 ball, 2
1-2
strikes.
count. Ground ball with Colson Montgomery, who does the backhand.
Out.
Throws out Willie Castro. 2 away. That brings up Lane Thomas. Number 9 here. He strikes out on the cutter. We've played 5 in a scoreless game. Alec Worson will lead off the 6th inning, and they're going to send Shane Bieber back out. It's that knuckle curve over, sort of buckled us there. Oh, I think I...
There you go.
No, good hold. Alec Worson. Thought I went. Ooh, that was close.
Count is 3
Not
and
going
2.
to bite that time. That's a full count. And that's going to be a walk. Could this be the end of the line for Shane Bieber? His 5th walk of the day, and it will be. So he could get the loss or no decision, but he will not get the win. We get rid of Shane Bieber, and in comes the lefty, Sam Pincus. Former Blue Jay, I believe. Hitter sitting under 200 from both sides of the plate. He's got a .33 ERA in 24 games. That is amazing. Got to be going to the All-Star game with these kind of numbers. Clifford get the lefty-on-lefty matchup. He features the 12-6 curve with the fastball, the slider, and the sinker. It's a full count for Ryan Clifford. He strikes out on the slider. Good pitch. Next up is Jason Dominguez. A hit from the right side. What a pitch from Sam.
2-2 now.
Good take from Dominguez. 2-2 count.
We got
Now it's going to be a 3-2 count. That way, Jason Dominguez. Do we hit and run? Brian Ward on deck. Ooh. Good stroke. Good PCI placement, just a little early on that pitch. We got under that 12-6 curve. Lazy fly out to center field, and then they'll be 2 away. Do we pinch in for Ryan Ward? We might. In fact, we will. We're going to bring in Von Brown. Von Brown hitting 136 on the year. He is struggling, but he's a right-handed bat. That gives us also some speed substitution in center, and he's going to hit this ball into center field for a 2-out single. Good weight on that curveball. And now we have a runner in scoring position, 2 away. That brings up Len Sosa, who hits lefties extremely well. And he just gets under that ball. Wow. Pops up. Sam Hens just comes in, does the job. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. As Cannon is still out there dealing. Only at 75 pitches. He's going to face 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be a fly ball right field. Fletcher on the move. Good job down at Fletcher. Stephen Kwan is retired. But that will get us at least thinking about the bullpen. We'll start stretching and tossing John Curtis and Victor Gonzalez. There's the sweeper. Colson Montgomery charges and throws and gets out Jose Iglesias for 2 outs. Up is Jose Ramirez. 2 outs. Nobody on. Just how you want to face him. Shift was on, but Chaparro fields and throws.
Got it.
1, 2, 3 inning. Cannon still pitching a gem. 6 innings of scoreless ball. You go to the top of the 7th. They're going to go with Tim Herron. Interesting. They're going to go with benches for more. It'll be Pulse Montgomery, 8, 9, and 1. Herron features the slurve, slider, sinker, and a 4-seamer.
That's a ball.
Good eye for Pulse Montgomery.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not biting on that sinker. Couldn't make contact with that slurve, though.
2 strikes.
Good take on the slurve. Full count. We'll take base runners, Pulse Montgomery. We'll take that. Strikes out on the slurve. 1 away, and that brings up Yohel Pozo. Hitting .265. Good sinker.
1 ball.
Hailing away from the righty. Good pitch. 1-2. And that's going to be stroked to third base. Fielded by Jose Ramirez.
Got him.
And thrown out. 2 away. That has Dominic Fletcher turning the lineup over with 2 outs.
Hey.
Wicked
1 ball,
slurve there,
2 strikes.
making Dominic Fletcher look silly. Good patience from Fletcher to foul off the slurve. That is Herron's primary pitch that he likes to go to.
That's ball 2.
Good hold there, though. I feel like he's going to go something else. Maybe a sinker inside. Nope.
The count is full.
Slider. And it's going to be a full count. Good at bat here from Fletcher. And he draws the walk. Good job, Fletcher. And 2 away, that brings up Andres Chaparro. I think from the right-hand side. Let's see if he can do some damage here with 2 outs. Fletcher on first. Game plan served a little too soon. Got to know if his slider and slurve are both going to come back.
Oh, that's inside.
It's the count at 2-2. If it starts out outside, it's going to come in the zone. If it starts in the zone, it's probably going to go out of the zone, inside. Slider gets this 7th inning stretch time. No score. And they're going to send Cannon back out to face righty-righty switch. 85 pitches for Cannon so far. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Brown stops it. John Kenzie Noel would hit. And will that be enough for Cannon? Nope. So they're going to keep going.
2-2 to count.
And having that sinker of Cannon's a great double play ball.
Foul.
Although Fry might be looking for it. Sweeper. Ooh, can't get it. That's going to be another hit. And that may be all for Cannon. We'll have to take a look at what they're going to go switch, left switch. And this might be a Victor Gonzalez opportunity. And we are going to do a mound visit. Great game from Cannon, although unfortunately he can get the loss, but not the win. Because both those runners are his. They're going to bring in Victor Gonzalez. Great game for Jonathan Cannon. Unfortunately, no run support. And for Victor Gonzalez, the Rule 5 pickup, it's time to put up or shut up. He needs to get double play ball here. And he throws that sinker right down the middle, and Josh Bell misses, thank goodness. Double play ball. Look at that. Victor Gonzalez gets exactly the 1-6-3 double play that we were looking for. Yes, the runner goes to third. Maybe we could have gotten a third, but that was a perfect play. Great job, Victor Gonzalez. And now we have the lefty-lefty matchup. Bo Naylor. 2 outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now Gonzalez just needs to get the out. And that ball is foul, and it's a 2-2 count. Circle change. He gets Bo Naylor out. Great pitching from Victor Gonzalez, and we've played 7. Out of the jam we are, and Cannon cannot get the loss now. We go to the top of the 8th. No score. Great job, Victor Gonzalez. I think we're going to warm up Radis and Mata. So Burleson is going to be facing off against Cade Smith, who features the fastball, splitter, and sweeper.
Nope.
98 on the gun there. Burleson showing a lot more ability against righties this year than lefties. Makes sense. That was his pitch, just a bit early. He's going to hit this back to the middle, but Cade Smith fields his position, and there's one away. That brings up Ryan Clifford, 1 for 3 in the day, hitting .268. Another low-scoring game for the White Sox. Bad swing there from Clifford.
1 ball, 2
And that
strikes.
splitter. Good job fouling that fastball off. He's going to roll over on that. That's going to go to second base. 2 away.
He's out.
And that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's now going to hit from the left side as he is facing the right-handed pitcher. And he's going to ground out to short. And Cade Smith comes in and gets 1, 2, and 3. Great job, Cade Smith. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score. I think we're in the stick. Victor Gonzalez. He's going to give up the opening hit to Willie Castro. And now we might go... Yeah, now we're going to go to the righty in Paredes. Knowing that there may be a bunt available here, we're going to go high and inside.
Ball 2.
And it doesn't look like they will be bunting with Lane
2
Thomas.
balls, 1 strike. Hey.
Swings. This is the slider,
2
2-2
balls,
count.
2 strikes. Runner.
And they were doing the hit and run there with Lane Thomas.
Count full.
And we don't get this sound effect that he's stealing. No one told us. And he swipes second base. Does Willie Castro, his 8th already of the year. And there's the slider. Montgomery make the play. The throw across the field.
He's safe.
Safe. And not make the play. Now we are in a bind. There's first and second. And nobody out. We need a big pitch here, Paredes. Steps on third. Throws to first.
Oh.
Double play. Great play, Chaparro. 5-3 double play. And now there's 2 outs and a man on second. What a pitch from Iglesias.
That's a ball.
This is the guy you want to get out.
Hey.
Strike 2, a high sinker there.
Count full.
Didn't bite in the slider. That's 3-2. That's going to be a hit. Here comes the play at the plate, but I don't think we have a chance. A run scores, and Glacius comes through for the Guardians. Paredes does the hard work of getting the double play, but then gives up a 2-out single. I'm disappointed, but you know what? If you're going to have somebody be, I'd rather be him than Jose Ramirez. Still disappointing. We're going to need some 2-out magic in the ninth, or we're going to lose our first play game of the year.
Thank you.
3-2.
Be safe.
Oh my goodness, we should have went to first. Oh man, that's a mistake. And that allows John Kenzie Noel to get a chance.
Hey,
2-2 count.
2-2 now.
Fletcher get another play at the plate? We cannot. And that boneheaded play to go to second base is going to cost us as the second run comes around. Up as David Fry, and Paredes is starting to fall apart. Strike 2. But the damage has already been done. Paredes is going to be pitching over 30 pitches by the time this is done. Go to first. We do. However, we are now down 2-0. Getting out hit 10-3. And they're going to bring in their closer, Emmanuel Clase. 14 of 18. He has blown 4 saves this year. While he is the 3-time reliever of the year, the last 2 years running, he has blown 4 saves this year. That is our hope. And we're going to send out Von Brown. Or we're going to send out somebody else. Brown is 1 for 1 of the day. But we are going to go with Brooks Baldwin. And the fans boo. It's a 1-1 count. Facing the cutter, the slider, and the 4-seam. That's filthy. I think it's out of the zone, but it's a cutter coming back in on the plate. Filthy. And then he throws that fastball that kind of had some tailing action on it. But that was a circle swing. Probably the only thing that saved me. Another circle swing. And the goal here is just to try to get Clase to throw some pitches, foul some pitches, and try to get him tired.
Ball 2.
98. There you go, Brooks. Yeah, I wouldn't let that hit you. That would hurt. And he strikes out on the slider. A filthy movement Clase's slider had there. That completely left the zone. And Sosa, is he going to get pitch hit for? He is. We're going to bring in Kyle Teal with 1 out. Oh, that was the pitch. That was the pitch. Slider across the middle of the plate. Teal puts it out to left field, but that's going to be a lazy fly ball, 2 away. The Sox are about ready to lose their first play game this year with me, unless Colson Montgomery can do something special.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good eye. And we're down to our last strike. Good eye. With Pozo on deck. He doesn't want to put the tying run at the plate, does he? He's going to challenge us. He does challenge. That ball's hit into left center field, but it's not going to be deep enough. And the Guardians shut us out. 2-0. Yep. Not a good game for us hitting-wise. We only scrounged up 3 hits. Lacey's went 3 for 4. That's what killed us. He came in hitting under 200 and he went 3 for 4. Great game. We scattered 10 hits, but the 2 in the ninth there, really the 1 was a fair one, but the second one was stupid. Me throwing it to second base instead of getting the play at first. Nevertheless, you're not going to win if you don't score runs. That's how sports work. And that's going to cost us.